because they got the jump on him, and they're letting Magnus initiate. And Warden is one of the best players in the world when it comes to initiation and playing that Magnus. I mean, he's able to jump in and get off a great ultimate, and that puts them about 3 or 4 of their players at half health right to begin the battle with, and they just can't let that happen, and they need to be the ones to get the jump. They have Hellbringer, one of the best initiators in the game, and they need to be using it more, in my opinion.
And they are going to be taking advantage of the Hellborn advantage on Kongor, but of course they do have the Ward of Sight there from Jacka that, they know what's going down here. The question is, are they going to be able to rally quickly enough to do something about it here? And maybe they're just trying to do a little bit of baiting, but it could be definitely very dangerous for this Hellborn team here, as we do have the Legion side showing up. Puppet Master almost going down, using the Assassin Shroud to dodge there at the last second. The Gladiator ultimate coming out. Oh, not going to land. Very unfortunate there. That would have been a nice little bit extra damage to have come out there. And now, I don't know if the Legion's going to go ahead and go for this or not, since we still do have 4 of the team. Oh, Gladiator getting caught. Another Arachna ultimate, not really needed, I don't think. But she was wanting to get the kill on it, so she went and threw her ultimate out, even though he was trapped completely in the center of all those wards and tongue-tied. So, good old X-Fin's way too sexy, just showing how sexy he is.
He is way too sexy.
Oh, and way too sexy. He's too sexy for his own body, apparently, as he goes down. A nice counter jump here onto the Kongor as the Chipper ultimate comes down and everybody runs in. Chaos everywhere. Dead people lying around in Kongor's wake. A very nice snipe of Kongor coming out for the Hellborn. Wow, very nice. Who ended up getting the token on that?
Looks like Gladiator, yeah.
Gladiator got the token. Wow, I was not expecting that. I was a little worried because they still had, 4 people up for the Hellborn there. I just thought since they were all injured, they weren't going to go ahead and come back for it. But silly me, as they do go ahead and take them down.
Yeah, I was very surprised at that too, but definitely
they basically
a turn
had
of events
to.
for them, yeah.
If they would have left that there, it would have, there's no way that they would have
It would
been
have
able
been
to.
GG right there.
Yeah, because then you'd had most likely would have gone to Arachna, and I don't know if it would have been GG, but they would have probably lost Arax. I'm at least guessing, because they would have pushed their
I don't know, man. They're up by like 11,000 gold. I know that's not that much.
Yeah,
but
yeah. If they had gotten the Kongor
I think it
kill,
would have been
would've...
a very, very hard deficit to overcome.
Yeah, but that big team fight going down there, as they did go ahead and kill off the Legion team, that dropped down that deficit.
I'll use smaller words that you can repeat easier.
Oh, so sweet of you, Smock, belittling me in small ways. But anyways, beyond Smock being a very, very rude woman, we will go ahead and go over the item pickups here. Tundra picked up a Void Talisman. Huh. I guess he was tired of getting picked on first and foremost, because every time they initiate onto him, Tundra's always eating the Arachna ultimate, and Arachna's always coming onto him first. But I'm not sure with all the magic damage that the Legion side has, how effective that's going to be. But it'll at least get some people off his back for a little while. And what other pickups do we have?
Polywog has his staff of the Master. He's had that for a while now. But Puppet Master picked up a Blessed Orb, so I'm interested to know what you think of that and what he's going for. Like, he could be going for a sheep stick, which at this point would probably be the most helpful to his team, just because he hasn't been farming all that well. But I'm wondering if
I'm thinking he's probably going to go more towards the Lincolns, because he's still getting annoyed by getting taken down in those fights so quickly. Polywog Priest getting caught way out there. Oh, nice use of the Assassin's Shroud coming from Gladiators. He jumps out of the middle of those wards. Very nice move there. Going ahead and using the phase boots and getting out with the Assassin's Shroud. So, good move there. But yeah, Polywog Priest playing way too far out there. I mean, his team is ahead, but look at that. The 12,000 experience and 12,000 gold has now jumped down. Another 3,000 as we're at 9,000 and 9,000. So if they're not careful, they're just going to end up keep losing these big team fights. And I didn't really think that it would be possible for them to lose them. I guess they have some really nice, the Hellbringer ultimate, Gladiator ultimate. They got some nice AoE effects there, but wow, I really don't think that the Legion should lose this.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see them losing it at this point. But
I mean, they did go from like a 16,000 experience deficit down to a 9,000, so they've almost effectively halved it.
It's
So
true, and I don't want to count the Hellborn out, especially since a lot of things can happen in this game, obviously. But and if they do keep getting those pickoffs, like they got a great pickoff of Polywog there, and now they were able to take the tower and again decrease that deficit. They are still in this game by all means, and they do have some very very good players. They sorry, Tundra's picked up a Void Talisman.
yeah, I was touching on that earlier. I don't know what
I should
just
listen more.
yeah, Smock just over there playing with her pencils.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, I'd mention on that because I guess it's just because he keeps getting opened up on by Arachna. I believe that's the reason why he went ahead and went that route, because she throws her ultimate onto him and then she just chases him down, and it never ends well for poor Tundra, as he usually is the first one to go down. I mean, effectively, he is probably one of the higher DPS heroes on the team, but you know, they pick him out now since oh man, I can't even spit his name. Blacksmith has gotten a reasonable amount of HP, almost matching Tundra, so he's not such an easy target anymore. And you know, between the two of them, obviously Tundra's the much better target to take out.
Did you mention the Pubstar Rift Shards build?
Rift Shards, where did we get that picked up?
Gladiator.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Busca showing himself here.
He's pulling it all out of the stops here.
Wow. Rift
All
Shards,
the
level
stops.
2.
Yep.
We'll see how that pans out for. I mean, we were talking about him going DPS earlier, so we can't, you know.
Well, I suppose that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Not myself either, but a little bit more of the
Level
typical
3.
DPS build. We do
GG.
have Savage Mace pick up on Arachna to go along with her Whispering Helm, Geometer's Bane, and her Ghost Marchers. Her damage now at 322 to 333. That damage getting a little bit up there, making her a little bit spooky, making that Void Talisman seem a little more reasonable on Tundra.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. I just had like the weirdest deja vu.
Oh, really? Was it just me, or was it just you, as you're sitting there spinning your pencil,
No,
not paying any attention whatsoever? You're like, this
Would
seems
you
so
stop with the
familiar.
pencils? I have no pencil. No, I don't know. Just I don't know. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you don't have to share. But
Maybe I've watched too many of these games, but I just had the feeling like it was like 4 months ago.
oh, who wins?
I don't know. That's a good question. We will have to wait and see. I'd tell you, but it would be spoilers.
Oh, okay, it wasn't that complete of a deja vu. It's like you knew it was coming up until a point, and oh, is that the Arachna illusion pulling off on that? Hang on, I'm receiving whispers. Gotta go up with the do not disturb. My co-caster who I tried for earlier, Joel, decided all of a sudden, hey, I don't have lady troubles no more.
There
so
you
I'm
go,
sorry.
ladies.
Now I've got ladies troubles, so
Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I am the second pick.
it's just because you
For
intimidate me,
minoxen.
Schmock. I mean, you are the pro-caster here.
Just pointing that out.
I have my notes. You know, I rely heavily on my co-caster, and I know that Joel is just going to sit there and keep making notes on all these items, waiting for that chance to prove himself. Whereas
Oh, are
Smock's,
you
you know,
saying
she's
that I'm
just
not as good
confident.
because I don't take notes? Is
No,
that
no,
what
no.
you're
Smock's pro. She's just, you know, she doesn't have to prove herself.
saying? All right, I'm gonna roll up my sleeves now. This is gonna be the most pro casting you've ever heard.
All right, all right. Oh, we have Mighty Blade being picked up on Magnus. He's probably going for the BKB, or not BKB. I gotta get out of my Dota phase one of these days. Shrunken Head, most likely. And I don't know if we've got... I always hate trying to click on these dang portraits. Tundra throwing the ultimate out there, really for no reason, I don't think. Tundra also pulling off... Oh, he's going to go down to the Magnus ultimate. He does have his Blade Mail. Didn't really come to any effect. Gladiator throwing out his ultimate to no real effect as well. Arachna, got to be careful here. She's eating the Chipper ultimate, just running around on top of it. And now Gladiator charging in. Chipper shooting off missiles into the Great Beyond, apparently. As Gladiator comes back, thanks to the token, he's going to try and run down this Thunderbringer. But Thunderbringer's probably... No, he's not going to get out. He eats the Storm Spirit from Chipper. And now Thunderbringer goes down. And we have a 4-for-3 exchange in favor of the Hellborn yet again. But, you know, that token being a big part, it would have been a 4-for-4 most likely otherwise. So, you know, Void... token coming into play here. So, We do see, oh my goodness, look at the difference in experience and gold here, as it is now dropped to 3,000 experience differential and a 6,000 gold differential. A very big comeback so far in favor of the Hellborn. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to continue this or not, but definitely looking a lot better for them. I got to give it to them. I really didn't think by 47 minutes into this game that the Hellborn would be able to pull out this much of a comeback and be able to, take away from, a Arachna who has a Savage Mace, a Whispering Helm, and a Geometer's Bane.
Yeah, for sure. And that team fight, going back to that was just absolutely what the Hellborn need to do. Like I was talking about, it's battle of initiation at this point. Tundra kind of just threw out that ultimate, and knowing his team was behind him and backed him up on it, and they kind of caught the Legion off guard. They were just kind of wandering through the Hellborn jungle and not really grouped up and paying attention to each other. And so Tundra initiated well. They were able to get a few early kills in that team fight, and they managed to pick off Arachna, which is huge just because of the fact that Chipper has picked up his Staff of the Master, and he was able to... Oh, and now he has a Frostfield plate on top of that, just to point out. But he was able to kind of put them all down over that narrow entrance to the jungle there, and that snare on that ultimate was devastating.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, in Arachna, it was kind of greedy. I don't know whether she was just seeing red and wanted to get that last shot or two. But she just sat there on that Chipper ultimate the entire time. A 4 times multicast coming out for Blacksmith. But Tundra, unfortunately, getting left behind here. Magnus popped his ultimate. I don't think it's really doing any damage to anyone. Blacksmith's going to go down now. Oh, and now Gladiator's using his Assassin Shroud to get out. Chipper came down to help, but now he's stuck. And I don't think he's going to be able to make it out of here. The Gladiator ultimate coming in. Oh, and unfortunately the extreme range on that, making it only land on Polywog Priest. And Chipper's most likely, yes, he's going to go ahead and go down here. Thanks to the extra 100 damage procs from the Savage Mace on Arachna. And, that was definitely not what the Hellborn wanted to have happen there.
Not at all, and they're probably kicking themselves over that one. I think it was Tundra who originally got caught out. Just in a terrible, terrible position, and the entire Legion team was there. And I mean, Blacksmith and Chipper tried to help out, but there wasn't much they could do. And I mean, look at it. It's back up to 11,000 just with that single pickoff. Well, I guess it was 3 pickoffs, but you know what I mean. And I don't know. Now they're gonna get a Rax here, and it's very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and pick off both Raxes as, yeah, oh, wow. And here I started to root for the Hellborn, but yeah, that was, I don't think it was a huge mistake on the Hellborn's part. Tundra got caught out, that's just one of those things that happens on occasion, and now they're going to go ahead and go for the Kongor. Do we have any wards in the area to go ahead and alert them to that? We do have a ward that they walked past, that Ward of Revelation from zenhent, as Gladiator throws down the pitfall here onto Kongor. They're maybe going to try and scare him away and pick up another sniped Kongor kill. Oh, Gladiator gets the ultimate on him from Arachna. He's going to go down. Unfortunately, Assassin Shroud's not going to be able to save him. Hellbringer brings out the Malphus. We have Tundra sitting here. How is he held? He had BKB up, it looked like, but Polywog Priest still had him tongue-tied somehow? I'm not sure how that worked. But we have a 1-for-1 so far, and no Kongor kill. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and try and push this. Oh, they catch Hellbringer. Dang. Oh, Chipper landing. Awesome. Chipper landing all of the missiles there right in that instant. I've just figured that he was going to get out of there scot-free. And now he's trying to run down Polywog Priest. Chipper showing that farm power. Nice. Very, very nice comeback there. As Chipper's now said, heck with him. Gladiator's going to finish him up, so I'm going to come down here, use the Storm Spirit on myself to dodge the Arachna ultimate for just a while longer here. If he can survive. No, Gladiator wasn't able to pull off anything to help him. Now he's going to go down to Arachna, and Puppet Master, and 4 of the Hellborn team is now down. I think that Chipper probably should have gone ahead and taken his kills and, decided to pack up his lunch and head home for a little bit. But, man.
Wow. That was a crazy turn of events.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get Kongor as well. But Arachna is just dealing ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yeah, she's up to 344 to 355 now.
I'm just sitting here watching her, and she pretty much just took down half of Kongor by herself with a little assistance from Polywog. So, I don't know what they can do against Arachna at this point.
Yeah, unless they can just, chain disable her, disable her like I said earlier in the game, but they don't really have that many disables that they can pull off. The blacksmith stun, the chipper